Hello riders, it's Josh from CycleHunters.com. Today we have a 2012 Kawasaki Concours 1400 with KTRC, the ABS model, in this very, very cool, stunning, now to me it's like a root beer maroon, but if you can kind of get in on that paint, you can see how nice and lush the metal flake is in there. Yeah, that's a good looking bike. Not a whole lot for blemishes as we get into this, but you're going to see extremely well taken care of. Very cool amenities for the sport tour that is out there looking for something that's going to be able to really go wherever you want in relative comfort and ease. So again, as we get into this, you're going to see this thing is really nice. Not much for blemishes, just a little bit there on the wheel, not much. This has, like I said, the Kawasaki ABS. They call it ACT, as you can see there, and the Kawasaki traction control. The ACT is an advanced coactive braking, so it's going to help you in, when you have weight on the bike and you're at higher speeds, maybe in a bad environment in terms of weather, maybe it's wet, it helps you slow the bike down a lot quicker and a lot safer without the bike moving around a whole lot. And again, when you talk about loading up some saddlebags either side, maybe put a rack on the rear and a passenger, it's nice to have the peace of mind that the bike's going to stop in a straight line very comfortably. Now, what this is a 1352cc inline 4 motor, 6-speed gearbox, electronic fuel injection. It is a wet clutch. Very, very much power. So again, you're going to be getting legit sport bike speed out of this thing if you're cranking on the throttle. There's just no doubt about that. It has pretty much everything that you want. It is a shaft-driven bike, so there's not much you really have to do to it other than every once in a while you're going to be checking the gear oil, which we very rarely ever have to replace that stuff because it's not something that really, goes bad over time. The seat height on this bike is 32.1 inches. The bike weighs roughly about 670 pounds. The tank is a 5.8 gallon tank, so you're going to see a lot of fuel mileage out of this. And this bike also has what they call it's a fuel economy mode, and it boosts the fuel economy about 25% per gallon. So that's a really neat feature. I mean, look at this thing. It's just unbelievably well kept and clean. Just so nice. And I mean, usually when you're down in this area of the bike, you can see all kinds of chips and stuff, but there's really not much going on as far as any of that. So again, really well taken care of. 4 valve per cylinder on the motor, and it has variable valve timing. So this thing is definitely going to hustle down the road. It's a good looking machine. It's a very stout, well-built bike. But this is nice. It's got the integrated signals right here. We'll see all that stuff in a second. Now, the key is your normal fob. And how you do this is you press this and then turn it on. But you got to have the key fob with you, or it will not do that. This bike has 26,281 miles on it. And you can kind of see a little bit of something on there. This has a digital readout and also analog for your tach and your speedometer. You can see the traction control flashes down here, which just about every bike does that until you get going. It has the ABS on there as well. Your neutral light and your turn signals up top. See that, your check engine, your oil, your high beam and your low beam. I think the bike needs to be started for that. So not a whole lot of crazy stuff going on, even though that this does have traction control and all that kind of stuff. You can turn that on over here, adjust it. You have also, this adjusts your windscreen. Pretty cool. Just hitting that button up and down so you can kind of fine tune it. So if you have a passenger behind you, it makes it even nicer that they can kind of get in that bubble a little bit so that their head's not bobbling around so much. Your horn. Again, turn signal left, right. This is high beam, low beam. This is your windscreen. This is the traction control. This is ACT right here. And it looks like a flasher right here. Oh, a mode. This is for your modes. So you can toggle between that stuff and see it up in there. So all kinds of little things that you can check out on your ride. This bike also has, let's see. I don't know. It feels warm. Like it's getting warmer here. So this might be on. The grip warmer, which, I mean, that just turned on pretty quickly and I could feel it heating up, which is nice. So you have heated hand grips on this bike as well. Right side has your on-off, your hazard, and your starter. And we're gonna start this baby up here. And I'm not sure that we have to pull the clutch, but we're just gonna make sure we're in neutral. Yes, we are. And let's go. Remember to hit like and subscribe, ding that notification bell for updated content. Go. Oh, I think, oh, that would probably help if I turn it on. Yep, there we go. Starts right up. That's a cold start. It's very quiet. I mean, we are in a garage here, so you can generally get a sense for it, but within here, things are going to echo a little bit more. That's high beam, that's low beam, high beam, low beam. This is going to be left front integrated. This will be left rear. Right rear. Right front. And then to cancel it, you just push it in like you normally do any other bike. Ooh, that's snappy. Ooh. Oh, that is snappy. Oh my goodness. That is a sharp bike, snappy motor. It's roughly a 1400cc bike. So again, it's not lacking on power. These things are absolutely powerful bikes for you and your passenger to have a good time, go ride, and enjoy it. Oh yeah. You kind of have to love that stuff. Very snappy throttle. Again, you're clocking here, odometer, you got pressures for your tires. There's so much that's going on within this bike. You can tune different things, even with the lights. You have your power outlet here. So good stuff in this machine that, you know, if you're looking to get a sport tour, these are pretty tough to beat. So now every one of our bikes gets a 48-point check. So when we bring a bike into the shop, we're making sure that it's as close as we can make it to what it was when it's new. So, you know, we put the battery tender lead on every bike so that when you are done riding for the day, you just pull it in, plug it in, you're good to go for the next ride. You know, again, 48-point check means charging system, oil and filters, basic stuff that we're looking at. You know, anything that we need to do to make the bike as what it should be when it was new, we try to make it as close as we can get to that. And this one didn't take a whole lot, as you can see. It's in really great shape, beautiful looking machine. And you're gonna absolutely be loving this thing as you ride. Okay, now the saddlebags. Put your key in there, pull this up, pull that down. It's a good bit of space in there. Fit quite a lot. So if you have someone that's gonna go with you and they like to carry a lot of goods, well, you'll be satisfied to know that this bike's easily gonna be capable of doing all that. Again, you have the ability to put on the back here one of the trunks. Different companies make those for these bikes. I'm sure you could get a Cowie version as well. Oh, the brake light. Let's see if we can look at that. This is foot brake. It's a stretch for me here. There's the foot, and then this will be hand. A little bit of a stretch. Stock exhaust. Bike is all stock, so there's nothing done to this other than the fact that it's got a little bit of mileage on it, but it just needs you to jump on it and to take it through its paces and just enjoy the thing. Because these are fun, beautiful bikes. Got a lot of power. The bars, as you can see, they are risen up so that you can have an upright riding position, yet still be in a sports style mode. But you don't want those bars too low, because what that's going to do is it's going to bring your elbows in tighter. And you'll want those elbows out, especially on something like this with such a large machine. And again, with the way that that windscreen works, how it goes up and down, it gives you a lot of versatility. Look at that. So, you know, you can be behind that little bubble in without all the wind pressure pushing on your chest, or the wind pressure bobbling your passenger's head all over the place. So it just tries to, again, it's made so that it can fine-tune the ride. So with all that, you have yourself one formidable sport touring behemoth to really just get you where you want to go in a lot of comfort, a lot of style. It is a very, very powerful bike, so you're not going to be wishing you had any more. I highly doubt it, but you will definitely wish you had more twisty roads to go through. I know that I wouldn't be a big fan of going through highways, but no matter. There's enough twisties out there, you just got to go locate them. You know, one of the other things too, it's kind of neat, this little right here. Now, this opens up and closes if the bike is on. When we go to turn this off, it does lock this. Cannot open that up. So, one word of caution, do not put your key in that box at all. Your key must be on you or somewhere other than inside there. I think there's even a little warning that tells you do not stick your key in there, because you're going to have a problem with that. Somebody could probably get in there and take it, but you just want to make sure that you don't put your key inside that little box. But look, beautiful bike. If you're digging the 2012 Kawasaki Concours 1400, give us a call at 717-273-1809. You can see the full list of our inventory at www.cyclehunters.com. We have some aftermarket warranties available. We do have some financing options available. In some cases, we can deliver a bike if you're close by. We do ship them as well. Just give us a call or drop us an email and let us know what it is that we need to do to help accommodate you so something like this gorgeous Concours 1400 can be in your garage, ready and waiting for you, so that you can go have the time of your life sport touring around. Gorgeous bike, in really great shape. Like I said, not much for any kind of blemishes. There's nothing that I could really point out and show you that stand out that would make you go, oh, that's a shame. You know, I mean, everybody kicks their foot over, and sometimes you can see just the tiniest little scuff, and that's about it. And I mean, he's even got the tape up here so that it helps avoid that stuff. So all these little things have been carefully thought out. Got your grip here so that when you're riding, all you got to do is focus on the road and just enjoy it. You don't have to worry about much. Beautiful bike. So until the next bike, happy riding.